Hiya folks, I'm just doing a task here I was asked to do regards the top of a cistern. You know the plastic cistern, you can lift the top off to access, repair any damage in the cistern. But what we have here is the marker pens. Kiddies use marker pens to mark the top and the side right enough. So I was asked if we could tidy up somehow. Should have started this video earlier again, I suppose. But what we have, I've taken the top off, it's been marked badly, and I have up to date put 2 coats of undercoat on, right? Now rather than just gloss it, what we'll do, each time I put the first undercoat on, what I did was I then went over it with very light sandpaper, smoothed it off, right? That was the first coat of undercoat I put on. Then, to make sure I lift any dust or such like off, I took it all off with dry sponge in this case. You could do a damp sponge, but a damp sponge, right? That kept it nice and smooth. I then gave it a second coat of undercoat, right? Which that is there. And again, I then lifted it off as I've done here. Now that is undercoat, you know, so you really have to put something on top. Haha, undercoat top. Anyway, so we could put a gloss paint on, right? But if we wanted to try and look like the WC itself, that material, rather than put a gloss on, we shall put on, wait for it, now wait for it, and it jumps out of the can, da 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 da. Radiator paint, which will give us a nice finish. So this is the final coat going on here after 2 undercoats. To look like porcelain, not too glossy, but more like porcelain, like the WC. The new porcelain ones you get, for example, this is the older model, it's plastic. The porcelain ones are a lot heavier. If you wanted to replace the whole system, you're talking about £45–50 for the material. Maybe another £50, and somebody fit it, say £100. This way you get a price, this paint was £6 I believe, right? Radiator paint. So we're going to just put it on here. Well, first of all, which you should have done, pick it off because you were watching, I want something more comfortable to work it on. So I'm going to sit on top of this tin. You may prefer 2 tins, one out of there, right? So let's start putting on. It has obviously a sheen to it, but not as heavy as gloss. Radiator paint. Let's cover the main parts first if we can. But always try and start doing the side that's away from you. Although obviously with this here you turn round on the paint pot, I could swirl it round, which I will do actually. But first of all, let's just get a nice coat on, because this is the end coat. There'll be 2 undercoats of white put on. First of all, it was sandpaper. Then there was 1 coat of white undercoat put on. And then that was very, very light sandpaper taken to smooth it out. It's sitting up the can. You maybe use 2 cans underneath instead of just one. I'm using one. It'll be easier for you if you decide to go this route. Like I said, it is a bit cheaper than paying for whole fitting again. You've got to watch your children don't decide to use their marker pens on it as soon as you finish it right enough. But I'm sure you can handle that yourself. Swivel now. I don't know if this will be of much interest to you. It might be of interest to somebody somewhere wanting to save themselves a few pence, a few dollars, a few cents. But that's got quite a nice coat all round. All I really want to do now is to make sure we don't have any runs. Line flat on this, run into yourself, so make sure you get it nice and smooth. Right, just touch across it, let's get it nice and smooth. We've covered all the parts of it. Just gently. As it's still so wet, it's wet enough that will just smooth itself out as well. And that is that. You could have painted it gloss, but that's just to give it a porcelain look, as if you spent money on a big expensive piece. There we are. That'll settle down nicely. Been a great effort. Just to make sure I couldn't possibly miss anywhere. Sorry, I'm sorry, getting rid of the camera. So that was that. Sandpaper, radiator paint, sponge just to, once you've sandpapered it, use a sponge to clean it off, and you've got to your, after your second coat, the undercoat is on, the last coat, and leave it there. And we have a nice porcelain finish. But we'll let that set now, shall we? Nice and smooth. Alright folks, well that's you looking down into the cistern, so don't tip over and make a splash. So first of all, what we'll do, we'll turn off the water supply into here, and as we know, we have not painted over the threads because we put it in when we started. Right, now pulling this lever here, so it flushes, we empty the cistern. Now, the first thing I want to do is make sure we get this the right way up to put the grub screw in. On we go. Don't know if you can see that. The hook's in there. Don't go away. There we are. And comes up, right? So we'll hold it there for a second. Try not to lose it. Next, we come forward with the handle. No, tell what nonsense. First we bring the handle, right? Then we have to put our washer on, and we will be screwing this on as well. But once we've got them lying loose, bring this up. In this case, there's a number of areas you can put this into. For example, if the spindle's a circular one, you can put it in there with different designs. This one fits in the middle, the square one in the middle. So we up that to square, that's fine. Right, our washer secured, push it through. Let's tighten up and see if we have got everything we should have. La 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 la. That's pretty secure. Now this is where a grub screw goes on to hold it secure. But let's just check we've got that sufficient. Turn the water on again. Let's fill it up. This lever will come up, but because it shouldn't touch the top of the cistern. They're nice and square, that's what I want to try and do. That's pretty good. We'll let this one just try it. We're not in a hurry, are we? I'm not going to tip and fall in. See the advantage of not painting over the threads on the tap. It's a bit easy to put it on and off. So we switched it off, turned the tap off when we were painting around in case the thread was shielded. Seems to be noise everywhere, eh? Is it just me talking? That's it. So let's flush it and make sure how high this lever comes up. That's pretty good. And it doesn't, does it? Now, that's fine, and it does not come up and hit the top here. So it's fitting perfectly. So I'll switch this off again just for a moment. Now don't I lose this grub screw, right? It's quite an important wee thing. Yeah, we've cut the thread on it. So we tighten up the grub screw, you can see that. There we are, that now perfect. Put the top back on. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Thanks for watching. Catch you again sometime. And there's the final finished piece. I think we've all done well. Catch you again sometime. Cheers. Hi viewers. I'm going to have to whisper because apparently there's been a deliberate mistake. I think on the part of you as a viewer. When we were discussing final coat here, final coat there, we were actually talking about undercoats. We still had to apply a final gloss coat, which while you were away having your tea, biscuits, coffee, as you can observe, I applied the final radiator white gloss coat to the cistern, which as you can see is now ready to be marked with pencil all over again, but we won't do that. So I'll let you go just now, keep your voice down and catch you again sometime. Take care and don't tell. Bye, thank you.